What building you on?
You don't own no building.
Not yet. I'm gonna get a building.
She's got tenants. That dude. Yo, landlord. That's the landlord.
Ain't nobody paying cheese, no bread.
I need my shit by the 10th the latest.
All right, welcome to episode 38, League with No Names. Your boy B. Moose here.
Your boy.
Got Cheese here on time. We appreciate that.
Sort of.
Champ cheese.
Well, shut up with your 2 to 2:30 in between 2:30 and 4, whatever you said.
I said, what? Like, what time is that?
Is it 2 to 2:30 or is it 2 to 4? 2:30
Like, yo, y'all
4?
got between 2 to 2:30, but if not 2:30, all right, before 4.
Who's trying to make that junk fit?
Yeah,
Paul.
different schedule today. Everybody, I think home or Moose might be at work, but
I'm at work, but we're gonna make it work.
so
If you hear me yelling at some badass kids, don't mind me.
Put your mask on. Put your whole fit on, man.
Just in case the manager comes, I'm like this. I've been good the whole time, manager. I'm good the whole time.
all right, let's get into some game recaps. Moose, you had a nice win this week.
Say that again.
So you had a nice win this weekend.
Oh yeah, we had a good win. We had Jalen Hurts playing. He didn't do anything to wow me. Like, oh man, he's getting it done. But he didn't make any mistakes. He was a leader of men. As I'm hearing, they say he really had the huddles. He was leading. What you laughing?
It's bad over there, man.
Leader of men.
He's a leader of men. He was leading the huddle. That's very underrated. Like, if you can lead a team, that's very big. You know what I'm saying? And I was hearing that Wentz wasn't leading the team as well as Hurts was leading the ring. That voice in the locker room. He didn't turn the ball over. Only thing about Hurts I didn't like was he was playing too casual, I believe. Like, don't get me wrong, you're not supposed to play with too much height, but and got people control. But if there's a third down play where he was running the ball, and I felt like if he would have like dove or lunged, we could have got the first down. But instead, it was 4th and 1. But other than that, man, it just seemed like the team was playing better. The offensive line was blocking. Nobody was dropping balls. I mean, Ertz, he hasn't been to play all year. He's making tiptoe catches on the sideline. Like, come on, like, I never seen this ever. So it just seemed like the team was playing with more fire with Hurts there.
Yeah, we'll get back to Hurts a little later. We'll talk some more about that. But I'll let that segue into the Packers game. We got a win. Wasn't pretty, but that's kind of how we've been winning every other week. But because you guys won, Saints lost, we jumped into first in NFC. So hopefully we can hold on to that and ride it out to the end of the season, get that. Jay, what happened with y'all this week?
Top 10 pick, man. That's all I gotta say. We losing games how we've been losing games all year, so I'm not surprised. That game flipped like 3 times in the last minute. It really makes no sense for us to even win right now, honestly. Like, right now, we're got the 7th pick right now, so we got some glaring needs and some big questions in the offseason. So I lost on the last play of the game. Whatever.
What's your biggest need going into the offseason?
Everything besides the coach. You're like, gee, coach, GM. Honestly, biggest need is probably just getting some linebackers. AJ Terrell is actually one of, I think, top-rated coverage rookie corner in coverage this year. So he's been playing well. Michael Walker, linebacker we drafted, he's actually like top 15 in his position. So those are the 2 bright spots. But yeah, we got to get Grady Jarrett some help. We got to get another corner opposite him because probably some safeties too. Yeah, it's big, but I think we go linebacker first. So I think that'd be the biggest need after a coach and a competent GM.
Ian, what did I do this weekend?
We took care of business against the Jags. Big day for DH. You heard? I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but I mean we handled business. Won by 21. But
yeah, won the division.
We won, huh?
Y'all gonna win the division? You heard me,
Bro, I'm not talking about that.
He said, huh? He said,
What your
huh?
brother say? You all you can hear. Huh?
I ain't talking about that, but that's still up in the air. You know, them Colts keep winning, so we gonna see. As of right now, we winning right now, but I mean, defense is playing better every week, but we ain't playing talented people. I think our real test is gonna be Packers next week, but we about to play the Lions. Matthew Stafford might not play.
Y'all be getting a cupcake walk, bro. Y'all be getting spoon-fed the playoffs.
Listen, hey, if you're a Titans fan, you felt it for the last 20 years. So, I mean, hey, if you want a cupcake walk, I'll take it. But
one.
Last year was a cupcake too?
Yeah.
What? Texas gave y'all a red carpet last year. Texas gave y'all a red carpet.
Yo,
they lost and still
Yellow Brick Road last year.
No, it wasn't.
Bro, y'all got the red carpet week 17. Y'all lost week 16.
I'll give you that. Week 17,
week 16 you lost and still jumped the Steelers because they lost. That was crazy.
That's because we played the Saints. We played the NFC team, and that it basically
they played the AFC.
It didn't matter, but I mean,
I never seen a team lose and jump a team. Like, it's crazy.
We lost and jumped a team. Yeah, that ain't make a lot of sense. But
and they lost too. Like, that's crazy.
But I mean, we playing good right now. So as long as
good.
Defense is playing better than they have been, but like I said, the real test is probably going to be next week. I don't think there's no way that y'all can clinch. Yeah, there's no way y'all can clinch the first seed next week. After this week, if y'all win.
Saints will have to lose.
The scenarios, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Wait, y'all got the same. How many losses y'all got? 3?
Yeah.
So do the Saints, right?
Yeah. So we either have to finish with the same record or a better record than the Saints.
Yeah. So it's gonna go down to at least week 17.
Yeah. So
unless,
I mean, they're
unless
gonna play
they lose
everybody.
this week. They will have to lose this week and the Packers win this week for them to, because that'll be a 2-game lead, right? No, y'all both got the same record now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going down to week 17 because they will have to finish. The Saints will have to finish with a better record than them. So it will come down to, if they lose this week, it will come down to next week, no matter what.
Okay. So they're gonna start everybody next week. So that's gonna be our big test, defensively for us, because A-Rod, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, that's probably our best trio that we're gonna face this year. So that's gonna be our real test. But besides that, I mean, if we get 2 running backs on the 2K list, is that the Mount Rushmore running backs?
Oh, please.
Earl Campbell, Eddie George, Chris Johnson, and Derrick Henry?
He going to get it because y'all going to play in week 17 just because that's just what y'all do.
We might have to. We might have to because, I mean, if the Colts keep winning, I don't even know who the Colts play. I think the Colts got Houston this week. They should take care of business. So, I mean, that's it's still in the air. But
Colts finish with Colts go Texans, Steelers, Jags. So I got Steelers.
That Steelers game is very important.
Yeah, so let's keep it moving. Dog of the week, who you like most?
My dog of the week, I went with Drew Lock. He had 280 yards. He had 4 TDs, man, and it just seemed like he was finding everybody. I was watching the game with Randy. He had Tim Patrick, whatever. So it seemed like
Lock. I tell you about that. I tell you about that TP.
And it just seemed like he was throwing the ball to everybody but Tim Patrick. Everyone had a touchdown.
Yeah, Hamler, all them had touchdowns, but him.
But finally, he came away with one.
Bro, what you doing, bro?
Damn.
Well, he made glass.
Oh, my fault. A special drink, man. I saw
got fine china now. All of a sudden,
you might mess with this drink, man. My fault.
Yeah, but finally he gave it to Tim Patrick. He got a TD, so he ended up with 4 touchdown passes, and so that's my dog of the week, man. I got to throw a little quick one in there too. Miles Sanders, man, 115 yards rushing, 2 TDs on the hardest rushing defense of the year. So
why you ain't just go with him and just leave it?
Why you just say Miles and leave Drew?
He trying to be humble. That's Moose being humble
a little bit. You know what I mean?
Not giving it to an eagle, but giving it to an eagle.
I could have said Jalen had a buck on the ground too, but I ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yo, Moose is funny, yo.
All right, Jack, who your dog, Jack?
Oh, me. I actually went with A-Rod. Just not even just his game, just how he been talking lately.
No.
You already said like he was just like too many people have been using the word GOAT. Like he's not feeling it. So hey, yo, A-Rod, he's playing his best ball right now too. I would say like after Mahomes, it's him for MVP. Honestly, he's been on target. Hasn't been turning the ball over. What do you have, like 3 TDs against the Lions? He ran for 1 too?
Yeah, I think 3.
I think it was. Yeah, like him and Tay been on the same page since Tay been back from injury. So, yo, like he said, man, hey, they throwing that GOAT word around too loosely, but I'm in the conversation. So, hey, I don't like the pack like that, but A-Rod, I like that talk. I'm a big fan of dog talk, so that's my dog of the week. Just off of the talk. I don't care about the numbers.
Jeez, who your dog?
Come on, man.
Oh,
FedEx Ground Player of the Week.
Oh God.
My boy DH, man. 200
He
yards, 2 touchdowns. I think
Jags,
this says since 2018.
2 years
Derrick
ago?
Henry has 4 200-yard rushing games. The NFL got 1. I mean, top dog, man. Best running back is us. We here. You already know. But
when you 6'6",
the
and
FedEx
nobody.
Ground. Yo, I can't even do this with y'all. Look at Moose just rocking.
Well, Moose say a whole brick.
Oh, Moose funny.
I don't like talking about them.
So,
It's cheese for. That's what it is. We don't play. I mean, I like Henry, but that cheese just get on your nerves.
Bro, I don't even talk, yo.
Stop tagging people, bro. Stop tagging people, bro.
Yeah, I just want a free football, man, with the Titans look like you. I
You
want to be like
one.
J.A., man. That's all. I just want to be
You
like
ain't getting
J.A.
one. It's been like 2 years. You still ain't get a ball. You ain't getting one.
Yo,
COVID, ain't sending you nothing, bro.
I reported cheese paid as spam. I said don't. It's spam.
I told him he's
Don't
scalping
give him
tickets.
no ball.
So. He ain't getting
I
nothing.
didn't even respond to y'all. I just want a chance to win a football, man. Oh, I'm gonna tag you next time. Hopefully your graces will work.
yeah, we about to report you on our page.
For real.
My dog, I went with a guy that we've been pretty hard on this week. I went with Lamar. He had a pretty good game against Cleveland and that crazy finish.
4th and 5 came back from taking a deuce on 4th and please. That's fake, bro. That's fake. Yo, there's no way you come out in time for 4th down, bro. Like, nah, shit.
He said, "I ain't put no poor Pierce."
But yeah, he had 150 plus in the air, another 120 on the ground, 3 total TDs. So that's more like the MVP Lamar we've seen from last year. We haven't seen much of that this year, though. Real quick round. Who surprised y'all this week? Moose.
I wouldn't even say a week, but I guess it happened on this week. Travis Kelce,
What?
man. Huh? It's not. It's a collection of the year. I'm saying.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's what I'm saying. So if you let me finish, you shut the hell up and let me finish and talk, I can explain what I'm saying. So like I was saying, Travis Kelce, you don't really see a tight end leading the league in receiving. That's the dog work right there. He's consistent. Every week he having good numbers. So I'm going with Travis Kelce. That's my surprise of the week, man. I'm just surprised that a tight end is leading the league in receiving at the moment.
For sure. Jay.
Cam Akers, man, he had 170 on the ground against the Patriots. I honestly, Patriots, like, they looked like they was turning the curve. They was 500 going into that game. I thought, they'll probably try to make a run, last-second run, after a big win last week. For him to get 170 on the ground against them, that was surprising. I didn't think they would – I don't even think they could run the ball like that, honestly. I thought the Rams would march so, pass heavy against them. But, yeah, that was shocking.
Yeah, usually don't do that against Belichick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to McVay, man. He got that team still balling, no quarterback, no top weapon. They're still in the playoff hunt, I believe.
They lead the division right now.
They up top of the division, right?
They beat Seattle, so they lead the division.
So I didn't think no Bosa. Richard Sherman wasn't there for most of the year. They've been riddled with injuries. Debo got hurt again.
Wait. You talking about who? Wait, what were you talking about? I think
Yeah,
you
who you
talking
talking about
about
the Rams?
I said McVay, right? I'm bugging. I meant Shanahan. My fault.
Oh, okay.
That no QB
Yeah,
killed me. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm bugging.
See, Moose
I meant the
face?
49ers. I named
What are you
Mad
talking
49ers
about?
and I said McVay. I think because you just said Cam Akers that messed me up. But nah, Shanahan, the 49ers, they still in the playoff hunt with so many injuries. I think they got the most injuries. Kittle about to come back. Sherman just came back. Bosa out for the year. A whole bunch up the front. The quarterback out. Running backs been
in and out.
hurt.
Debo out for the year. Like,
and they still in it.
They still, they right
so,
there. They like 2 games out, I think. But yeah,
I think I think this 3-game stretch that they in. I think this
gotta win out.
Yeah, this is a tell all. I think they got a couple of divisional opponents, but I like how they playing. Yeah, I know, but I didn't think they'd make it this far.
Yeah, true.
Once Bosa got hurt, I was just like, and their defense got gutted a couple times early in the season. I thought it was over, but Jimmy G goes out, Mullins comes in, and they still clicking. Debo in and out. They're not missing a beat, but I like that.
Very true. For me, I went with Jonathan Taylor, the Colts. He had 20 carries, 150 TDs. The Indianapolis backfield is really interesting because Hines will have a couple weeks of big games, and then Taylor go for 150. It's really hard to predict, but I like
crazy. And the thing about it, like Marlon Mack was there too, so it would have been even crazier if he was around. So yeah, I'm good on that backfield. Just somebody get traded. I'm good.
A lot of weapons. So before we get into the usual stuff, I want to touch on a couple things. One, you had just said that if it wasn't for Mahomes, Rodgers would be your MVP right now.
Okay.
So what is it that's putting Mahomes over Rodgers? Just the record? Because Rodgers' numbers are.
It's just the politics into it. They want Mahomes to be the face of the league. Like, you know how many times like guys could have won it, but you just don't. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it has like that Kobe mantra with A-Rod. Like Kobe could have won MVP more times, but they give it to the guy who's got the hottest name right now. So A-Rod would probably win MVP if Mahomes wasn't doing whatever this year. And they haven't lost since the Raiders game. So that's a win streak. If they not get the number 1 seed, even though A-Rod get the number 1 seed too, I just think right now he's getting more of the publicity than A-Rod should be getting or the attention. So we know that like league is geared around A-Rod. I mean, Mahomes after that contract, winning the Super Bowl. Because honestly, he probably shouldn't even been Super Bowl MVP, but they could have gave that to the running back, honestly. But when you come back down 10 points and then you make, the touchdown pass, you get the pass to what's his face, to Tyreek. Mahomes is just the face of the league right now. So A-Rod's going to get overlooked for that.
I mean, to the credit for the Chiefs, though, like, y'all going to kill me because it's my favorite word of the season, but I'm going to say it again. The eye test. Like, honestly.
Can't say that, Moose. Can't say that.
The Green Bay, I'm about to say it. The Green Bay Packers, the eye test, they're struggling, bro. Like, they winning games, but they struggle to win games. Like,
Mahomes is bad. Mahomes is bad.
He makes the game seem so easy. I forget who they was playing, but it was a game they're going back and forth. Pat Mahomes had like 2 minutes or less to score.
Chargers
I want to say a minute and some change.
Chargers or the Raiders.
This dude, it seemed like Mahomes was sitting there like playing with his fingers. Okay, now it's time to play. And it's came down there and ended them with 1 minute to go. Like, the game just seemed so easy for him. And don't get me wrong, he has more weapons. He has a better defense. I guess you could say a better coaches. But I just feel like the Chiefs make the game look easier than the Green Bay Packers do.
I don't think so because the Raiders took them to literally the last possession.
That's one game.
Raiders,
that's one division game.
Not just Chargers too. It's a division game. It's still both teams are struggling. Chargers had them.
That Chargers game, it seemed like he wasn't playing around with them into the last minute. He made that last drive look easy. It was effortless, like flawless. Like,
my thing is, when has A-Rod not look like made it look easy? Like every team that he's played
this year, last year, even y'all remember? Y'all so quick to forget. Last year we were saying, "Yo, how was Green Bay had that record?" Because they just looked so sloppy winning.
Well, last year we said because they had some questionable calls at the end where it turned into wins. They did, but that's not the same this year. This year, they literally took care of it. Even though they don't come out strong, Green Bay hasn't lost since who? Well, when was I think
We lost to Indianapolis in overtime on a fumble.
Oh yeah, and that's a top team, but that's on that's not even on A-Rod. That's on MVS not holding the ball. A-Rod took. If you look at the eye test, A-Rod with one timeout took them down the field 75 yards easily,
Yeah,
and he literally was about to end them. He was about to end them.
A-Rod definitely is a dog, but I'm saying as a whole, as the Green Bay team as a whole.
I don't think this year he's looked bad at all because I think
I like Green Bay
played,
defense more than I like the Chiefs defense. Chiefs
I
defense.
Honestly,
I don't like Green Bay run. Well, I'm gonna like.
I don't like
Green
the run
Bay
defense
next week,
But
but I don't like honestly. Besides Chris Jones, I don't like nobody on the Chiefs defense and Honey Badger. Besides those two, it's like a defense could really have their way with the Chiefs. I mean, the offense could really have their way with the Chiefs, and the Raiders kind of prove that.
The only game I'll give you with Green Bay is the Jaguars game, and I called that. I said after the first drive, they look funny, but they took care of business since the Colts game, which was a back and forth game, overtime game, used by 3 points. That's going to happen in the NFL. Ain't nobody going to win every week. But after that, they played the Bears. They took care of the Bears. They took care of the Eagles. And they took care of the Lions. And that's a division game. They finished with the Panthers, Titans, and Bears. You can't tell me this dude has been going in and out all year and should be overlooked for MVP because, once again, A-Rod is not turning the ball over. A-Rod is scoring in the red zone. And him and Tay are probably the best 1-2 combo right now.
Honestly, I want to say overlooked.
The MVP is neck and neck with them two, with Mahomes and Rodgers. After the game that Mahomes just had, 3 interceptions.
He's got almost like 40 TDs, bro. You can't say A-Rod is not.
Yeah, he got like what 34-3 or something like that. A-Rod
like 39,
like 69, 70%.
Yeah, 39-3, I think.
39.
Yeah,
that's
39.
39-3. That's.
I don't want to prolong the subject, but when you say the Packers don't look good, you're talking about both sides of the ball, which really don't have much to do with A-Rod. The offense looks good.
Can tell you one thing: you can't stop that offense, no matter what. A-Rod's he's tied for first, and I think he is first in touchdowns. And he's like first in like QBR, like tied for like third in like interceptions. Like,
the only thing
what else can you?
He's only behind in yards. That's it.
Yeah, and that's because y'all can still run the ball too. Chiefs' run game has been terrible the last 5-6 weeks. Ever since they got Le'Veon, we ain't sit here nothing from Edwards-Helaire or Le'Veon. So he's really just been throwing the ball. And look who he played. Let A-Rod play the Jets, bro. He'll throw for 400 too.
I mean, like I said, I don't
those matchups.
But
you can't leave A-Rod. A-Rod will finish. It sucks, but he will finish second in MVP voting, I think, because I think it's just hand gifted to, unless they just collapse these last 3 weeks. I think it's Mahomes to lose.
Yeah, I definitely hear about the politics and the face of the league and all that stuff. The other thing you was talking about earlier, Moose. So Jalen Hurts is officially the future. That's how you feel?
No, I didn't say that. I don't.
No, I didn't say that.
I don't think that he's automatically the future because he got to win. Like I said, first thing I said
that ain't it. It's because that Wentz cap hit. He definitely ain't the future yet, bro.
Nah.
That old Wentz some bread. Ain't nothing you could do.
Honestly, I don't even think it's the Wentz cap thing. Like, to tell the truth, I'm not a biased person. I don't have any state with Wentz or anything like that. I mean, I'm not a favorite to Wentz, but I'm just keeping it straight honest. Jalen Hurts didn't wow me that game. He won the game. He didn't make any mistakes. He did his job. He made it easier for the rest of the players to get the win, but he didn't do anything wilding. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see more from him before I can straight say that he's the future of the franchise. He's going to probably finish the season out, but we definitely have to see more before we say he's the future. Definitely, it's not over yet.
So you got a dead cap at like $75 million, bro. You ain't the future just yet, bro. You ain't the future just yet.
What does that do for Wentz's confidence to have to sit the end of the season and then they try to start him again next year?
Eagles dumb. And y'all did nothing to help him improve. Like, Hurts just brings that dynamic of no one's seen you play, no one has film on you, and you can run more than Wentz wants to run.
What's your schedule for the rest of the year, Moose?
I just feel like Doug Like the way to go to what I was saying earlier, it just seemed like the offense was playing better. Like the old line was blocking. No one dropped passes. Like the schemes are better. Like I feel like the same thing happened when Nick Foles went in the game. It seemed like Doug Peterson catered the playbook for Foles. It felt like Doug Peterson, he catered the playbook for Hurts. So that's why it looked so sharp.
Why don't cater for Wentz though?
Yeah, let me finish. He needs to do the same thing for Wentz. He just thinks that Wentz is just this great player that he can go on and do everything. He needs to cater it and make it real simple for Wentz. Just the same way he did the Foles, the same way he did for Hurts. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on. And then the GM needs to do better as well with providing us with better pieces. Don't get me wrong, he is good. We're always that person who's willing to trade. We're always in talks, so I can give them that. We're always looking to find veteran players, but we do need to do a little bit better drafting players for Wentz and the team.
After wide receivers, y'all stink at that. Like we went down that. Y'all just can't draft wide receivers.
Worse than Bill Belichick. That's Bill Belichick.
Wentz top target was Travis Fulgham, who came off the practice squad. Like, bro, who? Travis Fulgham. Like, come on. You got him throwing to Greg Ward. Alshon can't get open. Deshaun Jackson ain't been back since he got hit dirty. Like, Ertz was out. Dallas was out. You throwing to Richard Rodgers. Miles Sanders missed time. Like, now you're throwing a bus. Like, what you want him to do?
Rager missing.
Rager's not, and Rager is still raw. Like, he's a rookie that, honestly, I should have just went Justin Jefferson, but that's another convo.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit the gritty with the Philly out there, but hey.
So let's switch subjects real quick. It's been a couple of weeks since we put anything out, so we haven't really got to talk about the playoffs and how everything looked for the fantasy league. But we're now at the finals, and Moose got Casey this week, right?
Yes, sir. Take care, Day.
And then Cheese got Randy. So I'll start with Moose. What are your expectations for this matchup? Casey took a miracle for Casey to even get there.
It's a miracle for him to get there because he should have lost. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Casey has been losing in the playoffs every year. He made the playoffs every year, so I'm just going to take care of it. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to end them, so I'm going to end them this week. You know what I'm saying? I beat him two times already. It's very hard. It's very hard beating someone twice, so I'm going to clean them up 3 times.
Yo, this video is going to come back to haunt you, boy. If you don't win.
Oh, posting it too. You know,
I already know. I know it's gonna be posted. Like, and this is the same tone, the same everything. But it just feels like I'm gonna win. I don't know what it is. I just feel it. I just feel like I'm gonna beat Casey. Like, you know what I'm saying. And the fantasy guys want me to win. I feel like this year. You know what I'm saying. You guys clown me. You guys bash me.
Yo, stop doing that too.
You were supposed to. Y'all were supposed to get Randy. But y'all made a whole group chat probably when I wasn't around. It was saying everybody killed. Go ahead, moves. It don't want to say nothing to Randy.
I said it. I was the first one to say y'all letting Randy live. I was the first one to say y'all letting Randy live. I was the first one to tell you. I said, nah, chat.
Yeah, you was, but everybody else, no one said nothing to Randy. And he watch what happens.
I can't front. Last year, nobody really talked junk throughout the whole year, so you can't.
Nah, don't do that. No, do not do that. I didn't get killed.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking. They killed me like I got pizza.
And Randy said, "Moose, you deserve it." He said, "You should have had it." He's like, "What you mean?" Yeah, I remember.
Nah, I ain't forget that. The guys ain't forget that. That's why I'm gonna be. Honestly, I'm not saying I'm gonna win a championship, but I'm gonna be there.
You already said it. You can't say it now. You already said it.
You just gotta say it. You too close to not saying it.
I'm beating that ship. I'm beating that.
Yeah, say
it. Casey's all set this week. I'm telling you.
I agree with you about Randy Moose, but you know my situation when it comes to commission, so I can only say so much.
I was the only one listening. I was the only one making the picks. No one was saying anything. They let him rock the whole.
They let him rock.
He did that. Yeah, I was supposed to go.
They let him smooth sail, like you said. He smooth sail.
He took a cruise around for the whole year. Ain't nobody do nothing. So yeah, they let him rock. So I understand that. And then as soon as Gabe lost, everybody went at I get it.
Killed him.
I said Gabe getting.
We all hate Gabe though, so it was. We all hate Gabe. So.
All right, so
you all said you'll see the gift.
We got an idea of how Moose is going in his matchup. Cheese, you got Randy this week. Kind of been surprising after the draft that he had. No disrespect, because I know how people like to misconstrue my words, but how you feeling about your matchup?
Honestly, it depends. Keenan Allen hurt. He might not play today. So
Damn, Julio hurt too.
Julio hurt. So I got a couple injuries. We're gonna see how it go. I do got Tyreek. As long as Mahomes has a day with Tyreek, I like my chances.
Cool.
Tell him
If it's a Kelsey day,
Trav up.
Kelsey day, then
Trav it up.
I might be all set. But I mean,
Honestly, your hope is they get some defensive turnover, like TDs, and somehow Edwards-Helaire gets something on the ground just to take possessions away from him, because that Mahomes, surviving Mahomes ain't easy, bro. Cause they don't stop.
It ain't easy. But I got one of his top 2 targets, so I feel a little bit safer. But we definitely gonna see. I mean, I'm not. Rojo hurt. Rojo got hurt, so I got.
Fournette.
Yeah, I got to
that
run.
Rojo hurt.
He's not running
man.
on that. He's not running on that.
I weathered the storm with Fournette all year. I was gonna drop him like 4 or 5 times.
He's not running on us though.
Bruh, just give me something.
We don't give up the run like that.
Honestly,
y'all defense been playing good lately. Like
Randy's team is hot though, man. Randy's team is real hot.
It depends. It's not just it's like he has Mahomes, but when those rookies start stepping up, like and Ayuk is the only one there now, so he gonna get 12 targets off of just anything, whether it's reverses. San Fran play
Washington, I think.
Cowboys. No, they played Washington last week. They played the Cowboys.
Last week.
Yeah, so it's gonna come down to just who role play, like who, like the guy you don't expect, who's gonna get those points, which was Jonathan Taylor last week for Randy. So
yeah, he's not doing that this week.
No, Chief's good for that. He'll get 30 from Corey Davis, and then
we got
Kirk.
Detroit. They hurt. You already know Corey.
They give it up. They give it up. Detroit gives it up.
They give it up.
Okuda out and Trufant, so he should have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay, there's somebody like on the outside looking in, along with myself. What's your predictions for this round?
Honestly, I didn't even really look at their matchups yet, because I know they be, this is the anxiety week, because like you this close to the championship, but you so far away.
Bro, honestly, I ain't opened the app in a week. I don't even want to open the app.
Yeah, that bye week, you just like, that's just self-care week. Before, I didn't know Keenan Allen got injured, because I would have said, honestly, the way Chiefs teams get targets, they'll be good. But the fact that they have Julio or KA, like that's, I don't know. But now you got to worry about Casey. I gave him life. Like,
that's Moose's problem.
Yeah. And Moose got bad matchups. Moose got Big Ben against who Big Ben play? Who they play this week?
Steelers play Cincinnati Sunday night.
No, not this week. That's Monday night. So Moose got Big Ben, but this is his last week to really. This is Moose week, because next week Big Ben got some rough games. Like, he got the #1 defense next week, and I think the last week I think they play Cleveland or something like that.
That's why I got 3. That's why I got 3 QBs, baby.
But you ain't sure of who you want to play tomorrow, so it doesn't matter.
If you got 3 QBs, that means you don't got 1 QB.
I don't know if I want to do Golf versus Jets or Ben versus Cincinnati, because Cincinnati could be a tough matchup for him, but he had his best game against Cincinnati last time, but it's hard to do it twice.
Listen, it's a Monday Night Miracle. You better throw that Monday night. I don't care who plays. It's Monday night. You don't leave no miracle. I don't care who it is. You don't leave no miracle sitting on the bench, dog. Even if you up. Honestly, if you up, you can sit him. But you do not play a miracle, bro. Nah, I don't care.
It's a quarterback too, huh?
Unless Mahomes is playing, listen, I'm playing that miracle.
It's hard though, because like I got Jared Goff versus the Jets. Man, he should have a good game.
No, because you don't know. If
bro, they just ran the ball 30 times with one player.
That was a different team.
Steelers can't run the ball, bro. Steelers can't run the ball.
Bro, you already know McVay needs to be balanced at the most. At the very least, he needs to run – like, he needs to be balanced at the most. He's never going to go pass happy. So if you're going to get Goff off against a team that sucks, he's going to run the ball whole second half.
And, you run the risk too.
Second half, up 20.
that defense is crazy too. So you run the risk of losing points just from Rams defense getting like pick six or, you know what I mean?
Too.
So
Yeah.
and then they could sit them early too. So just like
It's
Russ
tough
last
one.
week, like
It's tough.
like Russ,
it's tough.
Russ
the
had
third
4
quarterback?
TDs. Russ had
Huh?
4 TDs, but
Who the
he only
third
had like 20
quarterback you
yards.
got?
I got Baker versus I think he playing the G-Man this week.
Yeah,
You don't got nothing to do with
Nah.
that one. I don't want nothing to do with
yeah,
that one.
you might just leave Baker there.
You don't want nothing with that Waterbury
Yeah.
defense.
But-
you heard? My boy Patrick Graham, you heard?
Yeah. But the
You heard?
last week, I think I got Baker versus the Jets. I might do that one.
That's if you make it, Moose. You talking like you did, Moose.
Yeah, keep it up, Moose. Keep it up. Keep it up.
That's if.
So-
if.
Yeah, going into it, I'm thinking I'm scared because we talked Casey down crazy. Yeah, Moose
I
got
ain't saying nothing.
even though Moose was on his side. Moose was on his side, but now you run the risk of Casey's team getting hot too. So
Yeah, that's the
He
only
still
thing
got-
about it is
he still got Hop. He still got Kyler.
Yeah, he
He's
got some
been
good
having bad
matchups.
QB play though. He's been having bad QB play. So
That's because Kyler's shoulder is hurt, but he got a good matchup against us though. So
he still got
he
AK.
got D Hop
Like,
and he got Kyler.
he got dudes that could do it. So he got Hunt. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a prediction this week. I just want to see. Honestly, I just want to see some too close matches. I want to see stress, and I want the chat to be how it was Monday night. That was crazy because
I never seen nothing like Monday night, and I fell asleep to wake up to find out Casey had won. After the last thing I saw in the chat was everybody already saying he lost and talking about.
he should have because if they just squibbed the kick, that ball doesn't get all the way back to wherever it ended up, like at like the 20 or whatever. And they got it to 25. He kicked out the end zone. But if you squib it, 2 seconds off the clock right there, bro. Like that's game. So the fact that he got a safety at that point, when King literally anything could have happened but that, even if they tackled him inside, like he won. Because Jarvis ended with the ball last, so he would have got negative points for Jarvis having the ball last because it was behind the 25-yard line. So he lost points for Jarvis, but got the 2 points from the Ravens defense, which is crazy. Who had negative points? He had -1 before that. Ended up with 1 point. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, he got that was a real miracle.
Honestly, I was gonna say something. I think it was Sunday night. I was like, why you got Kareem Hunt and you got Jarvis playing, and then you're gonna start the Ravens defense. So
That's what I told him. I said that's a double negative. I said the only thing you're hoping for is a defensive touchdown, and then like your guys still go off. Like that's the only way you could get points without losing points.
Right.
Like Jarvis could go off, Hunt could go off, but if you ain't got no pick sixes, like which he almost had one, he fell out to 1. So it was like that close because like the Ravens did get the interception and he got tackled at the 1, and then the next play they ran in the offense. So that Casey don't get no points for that.
That's crazy. That's
And
wild.
then Browns scored 42 points, so you definitely losing points regardless. And he still won. That's crazy.
So before we move on, I think we didn't have no time to acknowledge, but shout out to Cheese and Moves because they finished the top 2. They both had bye weeks.
Word.
They avoided 1 week of stress. So shout out to them.
Yo, listen, if y'all both could win this week, it stays here. Somehow.
I'm trying to complete the rings.
Yeah,
The gauntlet.
if you could get that 4-4, 4 out of 5 years is crazy. So
That'd be dope. That'd definitely be dope.
Cheese definitely can't. Honestly, Cheese can't win, bro.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
I don't know what
Y'all don't want me to be the first back, the 2-time champ.
I'd rather Moose talk his talk because you know it's coming. I'd rather do it Moose.
That's crazy.
But yo, you being the first person to have the second one is crazy. I'd rather listen to Moose all year. I'd rather listen to Moose.
Bruh, why Moose talk so crazy?
No, I don't.
Yo, just re-listen to this episode, yo. He talks so crazy.
His speech is gonna be like y'all didn't do nothing to Randy. God's heard y'all. Y'all picked on me.
Y'all picked on me.
I can't front. That's gonna be like, never should have.
What did they say?
If I'm not the first,
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
if I'm not the first 2-time champ, it can't be Cheese, bro.
Wow,
and that's the same if it was Otis too or Gabe. Like I'm not trying to see that. Because that talk is different. That talk is different.
Got slick comments. Gabe, he's gonna let it go for another 10 months until the next season starts.
But at this route,
I don't talk,
it's gonna come. At this route, because every year is somebody new. So At some point, it's going to happen, but it's just too soon for Cheese to win that. 2 out of 5 years? Nah, bro. That's 40%. I don't like that.
I really be trying. I don't get it.
That's
What's your
40%
predictions for this
successful
week?
rate.
Oh, you asked him. What's your predictions for this week?
Same thing. I didn't actually look at the matchups, but just based on the teams as I know them, I would probably pick you over Randy, and then
that's your feelings. That was your feelings. That's your feelings.
Nah, it's really not. Like, you put up a good points, like a good portion of the season.
Having to beat Casey a third time is crazy. Like if you do it, that's sick. That's hard in fantasy.
That's hard.
It's not like you playing like.
Even though Casey, like, even though in fantasy you're not like controlling a team, but Casey just got that pedigree. Like Casey been here before.
Let this chat tell it, yo. You control it. Like you would think you was scoring the points. Like
that ass.
Casey is bound.
I have no control.
Casey is bound to bounce back at some point. Like he's been slumping the past couple of weeks. Like I don't think it's like
I beat him. I don't know how I beat him. Like my team is dog crap. So
let him slump. Let him slump.
He's talking crazy. So.
That Monday Night Miracle gonna save Moose. That Monday Night Miracle gonna save Moose.
Yeah, I
don't know. This
points.
Offense,
bro,
man,
you gotta get that double points, yo. That Deontay Johnson, you gotta get that. You crazy? You gotta get that double.
He was dropping balls.
He be looking at his hands like he'd be like, yo.
That mean you know it. That mean he good. He do for a game.
And it's the Bengals too.
Yeah, it's Monday night. He better not drop no balls on Monday night.
He been dropping balls Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. He been dropping.
Tuesday
prime time,
Wednesday.
he dropping.
I think he dropped the ball every week this year. He played on Wednesday.
So for the sake of time, because we was on that for a while, we're gonna skip the starts. We'll make sure to get them on the page. But let's get into some pick'ems for this week. The standings are way updated because we haven't given them in like 3 weeks. But last week, Jay was 3-2, Cheese was 4-1, Moose was 4-1, and I was 3-2. So I mean, this is a pretty good week for everybody. Cheese still got a 3-game lead over Moose. He got 6 games over me, and he got 8 over Jay. So it's coming down to
right there.
Ain't nothing new.
Hey, 5-0 this week. 5-0 this week.
Overall standings for everybody: Cheese still first, 144. New Shoes at 138. Casey 137. Me 133, and then Campbell back.
That boy Bo. That boy Bo. Hold on, Bo.
So, yeah, what we doing for the winner, man? I ain't gonna be top. Listen, man. Listen. If you gotta let me know now, because listen, if I'm gonna be top dog, I want my gift. I want.
Nah, you winning. Your gift is not having to pay nobody.
I take it. Now I'm good. We don't got nothing to talk about. I'm good.
If you win, I feel like we won't owe other people nothing.
I thought you meant Cheese have to pay his portion. You mean
man? That's what I thought. He crazy.
Oh yeah, Cheese win. That's it. It's over.
Cheese win. Cheese win. The house wins. The house wins.
The house wins. See y'all next year.
The house wins. Y'all crazy.
See y'all next year. Yeah, Cheese. Let's go, Cheese. Don't do no Cambo. Don't do no Cambo this last week.
But yeah, let's get into these pick'ems. We got 5 pretty good games this week. We'll start with Patriots at the Dolphins. Cheese, I'll let you go first.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Go on, Pats.
Moose.
Pats.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins as well. Niners at Cowboys. That's an interesting one. Neither team's looking amazing. Who do you like, Cheese?
Niners.
Yeah, I'm going Shanny. Niners. Even though they look bad, but boys worse.
Yeah.
I'm going Niners too.
I mean, the Cowboys are starting to click a little bit better, but I'm also.
It was the Bengals, though. It was the Bengals. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Niners for a clean sweep. Interesting divisional matchup. We got Bears at Vikings. Who you like, Cheese?
Well, I gotta go first every time.
You're in first every time. Huh? And you cheat.
Bears been clicking. I'm gonna go Bears.
Damn.
Yo, this a hard one because like both teams, like one team could show up and just stink, or they could just be hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bears too.
I'll take the Bears.
Why Dalvin run for 400?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings, man, because y'all all on the Bears, so I gotta get a game on Cheese. So I'm going with Bears. I mean,
Not
Vikings.
happening.
Vikings.
Eagles at Cardinals. Moose, I'm assuming you're going with the Eagles.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Chiefs, who you like?
Eagles at Cardinals. Give me them real birds, man. Take them Cardinals, man.
Yeah, I knew Moose was gonna take the Eagles. This is my chance to gain a game. Give me them red birds, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cardinals as well. I don't think they're able to pull out back-to-back big wins like that. And last but not least, which should be a pretty good one, Chiefs at Saints. Who you like?
Manifest it. I'm taking them Chiefs. Mahomes had that day with Hill. That's when I manifest that talk. So I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Jay, who you like?
I'm gonna go Chiefs too. Taysom just not enough.
Oh yeah, I ain't think about that.
I like the Chiefs. Moose, who you like?
I'm going with Chiefs as well.
Clean sweep. Chiefs. We did get
So I'm gonna still have the lead. I'm gonna still have the lead regardless.
Nah, I did it on purpose. I picked 3
you picked 3?
than you.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
If my 3 teams click on you, it's a wrap. I picked the Vikings, the Eagles, and the Vikings, the Eagles, and one more team I picked different than you.
Cowboys.
6-game lead.
Did you take Niners?
You took the Pats.
I took the Pats.
Oh, you took Pats. Yes, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So since we got
so my 3 is my time to tie it up.
Okay.
I was saying, since we got through that so quick, let's just go through and each y'all give me just one player that you absolutely got to start this week out of your 4. What's the one guy you definitely starting this week, Cheese?
Corey Davis.
Against who? Who y'all play?
Detroit. No Matthew Stafford. No Okuda. No Fine. They just riddled with injuries. So we should have a couple extra possessions with no staff with Chase Daniels out there. And they don't got their top corners, so it should be a day.
Moose. Who's that one guy?
I'm going with Cam Akers for the Jets. Nick Chubb versus the G-Man.
All right, thanks for
2.
I had to throw 2 for y'all.
What about one? Don't you understand?
I had to throw 2.
Yeah,
he don't hear the rules. Like, he's just like, I'm doing whatever. I'm going J.K. Dobbins versus the Jags. I think they have a big game.
That's what I need. That's what I need.
Yeah, they all set on Ingram, so I think Dobbins will have a big game.
Yeah, he be a healthy scratch? I saw him on the sideline last week.
Now he like 31, 32. Like,
yes. He did sign a 2-year deal, so he a free agent after this year?
They trying. Dobbins should be getting all the carries. He got no explosion. He just got back from injury. Oh, Moose back on the clock. He got his mask on.
Yeah, I heard the door. We gotta make sure you know who it is.
For me, I'm going to go on a bit of a limb. Take my guy, Robert Tonyan.
That's Drew. Oh, okay, good.
Yo, I wanted to go get Gabriel Davis too. He about to come
Bills
around. Broncos, they can't guard nobody. They DB stink.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Bouye, their best one. He out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Moose.
AJ Bouye.
Yeah,
what team he get drafted to, Jay?
I don't know. Where are you going? Jags?
Texans.
Oh.
He got
that's right. That's right. Didn't he went to the Jags? That's right.
He got the 6-game suspension. So you know who he was talking to, right?
Yeah.
Brian Cushing.
Yeah, I told you. That Cushing had anything to do with it. I told you.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Tonyan. He had 13+ fantasy points past 4 weeks, and a touchdown every game. So if you need consistency at tight end, that's a good person to go with. I think we covered everything. Do we have any shout-outs this week?
That Miss Brown, man.
Your sister, Brown. Man. Your sister.
Oh.
He said, "Who?"
Yeah, you gotta do the honors. Yeah,
that Miss Brown. That Miss Brown, man.
No, he threw me off when he said Dr. Brown. I don't think technically.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
I was joking.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out my little sis. She got sworn in last week for the state of New York. I think that covers Connecticut too. Graduated.
What's up?
You're gonna need on that big rich town.
Yo, so question. Asking for a friend. Is she a criminal
Oh
lawyer?
man,
Is she a criminal lawyer or is she a
he needs someone to represent him in court.
I don't know if what she does technically falls under criminal. I don't think so. Your friend, you have to find somebody else.
That's a criminal lawyer.
If you cannot tell him though, if you cannot afford one will be appointed to him. That boy moves free.
Sound like you guilty. He said a criminal lawyer.
Is she a criminal or is she more of the one of them suing lawyers? You know what I mean?
He said it's
pain and suffering lawyer. I don't know.
Yeah, she questioned the death penalty, Moose.
Kids is crazy. But yeah, that's
tell her the price just went up, man. The price just went up for Moose.
When Moose is friends, the price definitely going up. Extra work. I know that's extra work. Yeah, that's the show. Anybody had anything else to add before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Good luck to these two, man. Hope y'all don't choke like Campbell, man.
I'm gonna try to do it, man. I'm gonna try to do it.
First round buys, man. Don't do that one and done, man.
I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you see y'all at the championship house, man. Me and O be there. Cheese, you been there. I don't know if you gonna come back though. I hope not.
I'm trying to bring it back to the pod, man.
I don't know. It's been a lot of talk moves, but we'll see. Maybe the guys.
Yeah, you can't be humble now. I'm gonna try to bring it back to the pod.
All right, Cheese, man. Go shove your tennis out, man.
Yeah, go shove it.
Yo, I'm out. Yo.
So we'll catch next week. No name.
Your boy.
Tighten up.